Hello, one. How are you? Here to give you the match results. What happened on WWE TLC 2020, the last pay per view WWE for this year, and it was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give you the Raw matchups first. Results. Oscar and Charlotte Flair. She's back. The Glory Hound's back. The months that she's been gone off TV, I've enjoyed watching Raw in the women's division because it wasn't around Charlotte Flair, but now she's back. It's all a matter of time before she betrays Asuka and goes after the Raw Women's title. You know what's going to happen. She'll probably win the Raw Women's Royal Rumble again, then challenge Asuka at WrestleMania for the title. Anyways, they defeated Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax to win the titles. I didn't watch the match. I'm sorry, folks, but I'm not a big Charlotte Flair fan. Just because all the attention goes to her, so I just read some Avengers comic books. Now on to the other matchups. The New Day defended the Raw Tag Team titles against the Hurt Business members Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, MVP of Ringside. This feud's been awesome, and this match was phenomenal. From start to finish, I really enjoyed it. It was nail-biting action. Cedric Alexander started the match off for his team, and the New Day double-teamed him so much that he had to go outside the ring and take a water break there. Thanks to MVP for giving him some water. Shelton Benjamin tried his luck, and he did a little bit better. Eventually, the New Day was in trouble because Hurt Business isolated Xavier Woods away from Kobe. Kobe tagged in, was on fire last night. He was just cleaning house. He almost won the match of the SRS on Cedric Alexander, but Cedric kicked out. Hurt Business almost won the match at one point. Xavier Woods made the save. Then he suffered that leap high kick Cedric Alexander does, followed up by Shelton Benjamin's pay dirt. That took out Xavier Woods for the rest of the match. Shelton Benjamin is setting up to do some move on Kofi Kingston. Cedric Alexander tagged himself in, which ticked off Shelton Benjamin. You could tell he wasn't impressed. But Cedric Alexander delivered the Lombard check on Kofi to win the titles for the Hurt Business. So Shelton was happy. I hope they don't eventually lead to Cedric Alexander being so full of himself that he gets kicked out of the Hurt Business, because this Hurt Business stable, I love it. I'm enjoying it. Now, 3 out of the 4 hold titles on Raw. Bobby Lashley's United States Champion. The Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, the Raw Tag Team titles. That just leaves MVP. Is he going to go after the WWE title or Drew McIntyre's? Or is he going to go after R-Truth's 24/7 title? Comment below what title you think MVP would go after out of those two. Randy Orton faced Bray Wyatt in an Inferno match. So this match was originally going to be one-on-one, but they changed it to try to save and embarrassing Raw viewership there that went downhill on Monday night. Great match. This is actually main event of the show. I enjoyed it. All match, The Fiend just destroyed Randy Orton. The ring around the ringside wasn't what was on fire. It was actually outside the ring. This thing here was set on fire. The barricades were set on fire. Stuff like that. Randy Orton eventually got the upper hand when he used the axe handle on Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. He went for the RKO. The Fiend countered it into the Man of the Claw. But as the Fiend had the Man of the Claw on Randy Orton outside the ring, Orton shoved him into the flames. So Orton won the match because the Fiend was set on fire. But then Orton went too far. He poured gasoline on Bray Wyatt and set him on fire of a match. Then the show ended with the Fiend burning alive and Orton doing his pose. But Bray Wyatt made a tweet, thanks, and then showed a cocoon. So I think he's going to come back with a new updated look, which is going to be awesome. Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles actually kicked off the main show for the WWE Championship in a TLC match, which was brutal and just awesome. You've got to watch this match, folks. From start to finish, non-stop action. Every time Drew McIntyre was getting the upper hand, AJ Styles would target his leg. He used a steel chair on it. Then Drew McIntyre loses a steel chair on AJ Styles. Both guys put each other through tables. During the match, The Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, folks. Made it a triple threat TLC match. I was rooting for The Miz so much when he cashed in. And he was so close to winning it. He powerbombed McIntyre off the ladder through a table. Then he did the cash in. But when he climbed up, almost got the title. Almost. AJ Styles' new pal out of the ring grabbed a hold of Miz and slammed him through a table. Then him and Morrison basically walked up the ramp because he chased after Morrison. AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre started fighting on top of the ladder. The Miz got involved. All three men were fighting over the title at one point. It was awesome. Drew McIntyre, Claymore kicked the Miz. Claymore kicked the Miz. Then he climbed up and unhooked the title to win the matchup. Now on to the SmackDown matches. The kickoff show was a bonus match. It was an 8-man tag. Daniel Bryan, Chad Gable, Otis, and Big E took on the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Sensei Nakamura, and Baron Corbin. Great match. I enjoyed it. I just wish it was longer. It was still a very good match. Big E wanted a piece of Sami Zayn, and they looked like they were going to be the first two to start it off. But then Sami quickly tagged out and tagged in Corbin. All 8 people got a chance to do something in the match. During the match, Chad Gable was doing the Matt Rashford style on Cesaro. I saw down on the ring apron, like he would be on this position to quickly go over to this position on that. And Otis is like, "Yeah, ride him, Chad. Yeah." I'm like, I laughed so hard when he said that. Something like that. Daniel Bryan got isolated when Nakamura, the referee didn't see it, kicked him in the back of the head. This allowed Daniel Bryan to suffer basically all 4 men beating him up on him. And he eventually made the tag. Everybody cleaned house. Corbin spinebuster Otis big time. Sami was chased out of the ring by Big E at one point and ran over the barricade. Then Sami Zayn saw that Chad Gable, after German suplex and Cesaro, was able to get pinned or something. Sami Zayn ran in. But whatever he was going to try to do, it backfired because Chad Gable made the tag to Big E. Big E finally got his hands on Sami Zayn and hit the big ending for the 1-2-3 for his team. And announced this Friday on Christmas special SmackDown, Big E finally gets Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Carmella faced Sasha Banks in a rematch for 2 weeks ago for the SmackDown Women's title. Awesome match. I enjoyed this. Carmella's new entrance when she dances sexy and all that, I love it. And she is really up her game since coming back. It was physical, like hard-hitting action between these two. Carmella delivered one wicked X Factor like X-Pac used to do. When she did that, it looked painful how Sasha Banks landed down face first there. They both eventually started doing one would do a roll up, and the other one counter into a roll up, and the right one counter that into a roll up. And Carmella locked in the code of silence, the submission hold. But Sasha reversed it and locked in the bank statement. But then that guy that Carmella comes out with there pulled Carmella out of the ring. So Sasha Banks knocked him out with the Meteora off the ring apron. Sasha Banks then applied a bank statement again on Carmella, which made Carmella eventually tap out. Sasha Banks retained the SmackDown Women's title. Roman Reigns defended his Universal title against Kevin Owens in a TLC match. As Roman Reigns is making his entrance, Kevin Owens ambushed from behind and beat the living crap out of Roman Reigns, which I loved. Jey Uso got involved. Owens like, "I'm sick and tired of you beating me up. I'll beat the crap out of you too." Owens stunned them, power bombs, steel chair shots. He beat Jey Uso so bad that steel chair. That guy was crying in pain. But what I didn't like was every time Kevin Owens went to get the title, Jey Uso would be there to stop it. I didn't like that. I'm a big fan of Jey Uso's single push, but he should not have been in that match and the amount of times he was. Roman Reigns eventually had to use the steel steps on Kevin Owens to get some momentum going there. At one point, Roman Reigns put Owens for 2 tables. Then put him through the other table with a small drop. Owens still got up, folks. He still got up. So Roman Reigns went to spear him outside the ring, and Owens moved out of the way, so Roman crashed through the barricade. Then Jey Uso got involved again, so Kevin Owens powerbombed him through a table. Actually, the announce table, he powerbombed him through. Owens super kicked Jey Uso at one point, super kicked Roman Reigns. He almost got the title. Jey Uso stopped him again. And then Roman Reigns just stopped him. So Owens, at one point, stunned Jey Uso again. And then when he climbed the ladder, Roman Reigns low blowed him. And then put on that chokehold he does. And then Kevin Owens fell off the ladder. And not fell off the ladder. He kind of like fell down, then fell off the ladder a little ways down. And Roman Reigns unhooked the title. Kevin Owens, awesome job, man. Like to me, he made that match. Of how much he had to fight 2-on-1, how great he did, beating the crap out of Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. And again, on SmackDown this Friday night's Christmas special, Kevin Owens gets Roman Reigns inside of the steel cage. And Jey Uso, or basically, the way to talk, and there's going to be a cover on the cage. So Jey Uso, only way he's going to be able to get in through the cage door. But between now and Friday, that could change. Like, there might not be a cover on the cage, but that's why the way they said it was Owens, Roman inside of a steel cage, and Jey Uso cannot get in. So I assume that means there's a top on the cage. That's what I read online. Stay safe, everybody. Let me know below what you thought of TLC if you watched it. What matches you really were excited to see. I really liked all the matches except for the women's tag team titles. And on SmackDown there, Big E, Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, Owens, Roman Reigns inside of a steel cage. Are you excited for those matchups? I got my fingers crossed Big E ends 2020 as the new Intercontinental champion. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.